feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash gotta make.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. 19. Alert, alert. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Let's go.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Get set. 18. Check, check. 47. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 31. Check.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Spencer Ware. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, check, check. 41. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. You go. On the team.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Pick. Hey, Keaton.
Foles. And able to find Conley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Be alert. 51 to Mike. Check the hot read.
Purple 64. Zebra. 6.
Now Foles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jim.
Go. Purple 64. General West.
Check 24.
Here's Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Go with 5-3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles caught here by Conley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 3.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over.
Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch that
A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
13.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Tempo.
Watch the slip. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Under. Flat. Silent.
Just check it.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Reset. 19. Check back 47. They were pretty quiet. They were pretty quiet. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Texans first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll toss it to Miller. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now, operating from the gun. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 9, Foles, he hits Blue. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss right to Miller. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We want it. Come to my world. Watch the safety creep.
What we got? What we got?
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's coming this way. Coming this way.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Right there. Steady, baby.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Come on, fellas.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Single, slop. Hey,
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
13.
On first down, it's Blue. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Easy. What we got? 13.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hayden Cole. Christian Travis. Great.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
What we got? 12. Down to hit.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check.
Yeah, go. Let's go. Silent.
He'll look to throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Keep playing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Under.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Let's go, dude. Gonna be a long day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Hey, tight. Hey.
41. Bravo! What we got?
2nd and 11. Completes it to Lee. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, solid one.
Foles. Space to maneuver at the 40. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Good. 180.
Check, 41. Let's go, baby. Turn up.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Ware. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You. Kill. Hey, turn.
12.
Hey, 41 Mike.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 50, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting... Panic creep in and affect their play.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out, watch out. Let's go, great.
Here's Foles. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Now Foles. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Hey, goal. Sound goal.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
380.
Don't say nothing.
Under. Yes.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Go.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Tiger.
Running on first down with Ware. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Let's get it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Tiger.
Escape situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Foles to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Back back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Rambo is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Watson. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Pumphrey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, let's get them hard. 44th and Mike, 44th Mike. Check. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from inside the 5. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Watson now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. I got you.
Check 41. Right here.
Receiver.
He's coming, double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Blue. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Be alert.
Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. Tighten up.
One.
Let's go, D.
Flat.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check 24.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 24.
Easy. Go with 5-3.
951. Hey, come on out here. Come get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is Complete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Zebra. Under.
He'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Flat. Kill.
He's back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Tackles. Kill. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. It's time to practice. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
No. Me. 40 wants the mic. Check.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it.
On the double. 55. Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 21-yard line.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.